Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may be joining us from. I'm back, I'm alive, I'm kind of well. Thank you for joining. My name is Adam Fox. I am one of the exercise instructors here for Connected Community Health Support with our free live virtual, kind of the same thing, bodyweight exercise program. So today's day 128 of week 35. So thank you for joining. I'm gonna go grab my water real quick. It's my first time streaming in like a week, so I'm a little out of sorts, but I will be right back. I wish I had some elevator music I could play for you guys while I went, but just give me a couple seconds. Alrighty, guys. Sorry about the wait on that. Like I said, thank you for joining. As always, I appreciate it. I'm sure I will tell this a couple times today due to the nature of the sickness I had. Thankfully, it wasn't COVID, so cross our eyes or whatever the saying is, cross our T's and dotted our I's. I got tested just to make sure, but no COVID, so we're all good there. I had a little bit of bronchitis over this weekend. I don't know if it's just from the change of the seasons and my lungs are not liking it, but I do apologize for not being here on Monday of this week. Jacob Carroll, shout out to you for taking my Monday and for covering me Wednesday too. I'm just feeling really down in the gutters. So with that said, today is an hour-long workout, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I don't know if I will be able to make it through it. I'm still wheezing a little bit, and I do still have a little chest congestion. So I'm going to do the workout with you guys the best of my ability. There may be times where I am not really moving a lot, and I'm just kind of standing there talking to you like I am right now. So I do apologize if you guys are joining on. I'm going to say this a couple times, like I said, just so everyone gets the gist of this while they're coming in. So just be prepared for that. I'm not going to be moving as much today as I usually do, but I really do need to get some good cardiovascular exercise in because I haven't really done anything in the past 4 or 5 days. I've been doing kettlebell swings in sets of 5, but I don't really think that counts as cardio, unfortunately. I would love for that to count as cardio, but that is not how cardio works. So 1 second here. My apologies, just making sure I got all of my ducks in a row as far as the timing. So we got 48 sets to do today. Sorry, guys. Let me get this cool down timer in. Perfect. So we need to fix this, and then we'll get started. All right. So first thing, good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, everyone, for whoever is joining us. I just saw a couple people sign on. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the body nice and warmed up. Okay, so let's start with the lower body. Start with them ankles like always. Do a little bit of those ankle circles. So, get all this cat hair out of the way. So first thing we're going to do is start with some good old ankle rolls like this. And I know, and one thing, I'm kind of going to throw some new. Oh, now we're going to go clockwise. So we're going to go counterclockwise. Now we're going to go whichever one you weren't just going, whichever way. Now we're going to go that way. We're going to do about 10 on each side. Good. And then same thing on the other foot. And then back the other way. I'm going to change up what we do for the warm-up just a little bit. I've been doing a lot of research sitting at home for the past couple of days, so I'm just going to try and change up a little bit of what we're doing today. Next thing we're going to do is rocks. So like so, you're going to go back on your heels. And your knees are going to be bent for this the entire time. So you're back on the heels, up on the toes. Back on the heels, up on the toes. Just like so. If you need to grab a wall next to you, that's totally fine, okay? Make sure you're up on the heels, up on the toes. You don't need to extend your knees. Stay nice and bent, just like so. Not streaming in a while makes me realize how damn blind I am. I can barely see my computer from here. All right. Now we're just going to do some good old raises, about 5 of them, like so. Switch to this leg. We're just going to hold this here for a second, for 5 seconds. Ready? So all we're doing is most of our weight's on our front foot. I'm just going to hold this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to explain this a little bit better this time. So you're going to put about 90% of your weight on your front foot and about 10 on your back. And you're going to take your heel off the ground by about 2 inches, about an inch, maybe 2 inches. You're just going to hold it like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Now let's warm up. We just already started warming up the knees. Let's get the hips, all that good stuff too. So let's, from here, grab on the wall if you'd like to use it as like a place, not a placemat, but to use it as feedback, or you can just right here, we're going to curl the knee up, hit ourselves in the butt, and then return. Right, we're going to do about 10 of these as well. And then we're going to switch sides. And remember, you can do a supported one like I was just talking about. Now, like I said, I've been doing all those kettlebell swings. My hamstrings feel it, but my heart does not. I can promise you that. All right, good. Now let's go to the hips. How you doing, everybody? Thank you for joining. Start from the hips now. So bring the hip up and back down like so. Up and back down like so. And for those of you that are joining right now, I am still a little bit under the weather. Had a little bronchitis I had bronchitis this past week. This weekend, I should say. I've been sick for the past couple of days. Just starting to clear up, even though we're still. Switch sides now. Sorry, I'm talking a lot. So I haven't seen you guys in so long. I just feel like I need to talk. I just need to talk the entire time, which is not true, but I may do it anyway. But I will not be doing the workout in full. I'll be probably doing an abbreviated version. The workout will be the whole hour workout, but I will not be participating in all the movements because my lungs are really not ready for it yet. But I do need some good light aerobic activity. So if you guys see me not really moving a lot, just know it's because I'm trying to preserve my lungs a little bit, not because I'm trying to slack out on you. So now let's move on to the shoulders, right? Do those good old-fashioned T-spine. I don't know what I'm doing. We're going to do a good old-fashioned T-spine. One hand out, other hand follows like so. Perfect. Remember, all these exercises, these warm-ups can be done from the floor if you would like them to. How you would do this on the floor is you'd be in a quadruped position, so hands and knees, and you put one hand on your head like this, open up, bring it back down, open up like so. So there is different options. There are different options of ways to do this. Now let's keep warming the shoulders up a little bit. Some good old-fashioned gym class arm circles here. Just keep the body moving. That's the main part. Not the main part of this warm-up, but one of the very important parts of this warm-up is just keep the body moving, right? Get your cardiovascular system ready for the workout we're about to give it, right? Now we can alternate arms if you'd like. Whatever floats your boat. Also, I have shorts on under these pants, so if you see me start to take my pants off, I promise I'm not stripping for you guys. I do have shorts on under this, I promise. All right, now we're going to go to the neck real quick. So we got everything down here warmed up. Let's start with the neck. So let's do nice little circles like so. This is the thing. You don't want to force anything, any of these ranges of motion. We're going to go the other way. So don't try to crank in these ranges of motion, especially when you're rotating like this. Now let's go left to right. Look to the left. Look to the right. Look to the left. Look to the right. Perfect. Keep on going. Find a spot on each wall. Look at it. And then look back at the other spot. Now we're going to go down and up. And down and up. Another thing that I've realized is I do go a little bit too fast through these exercises. So I'm going to be taking the speed down just a little bit when I'm doing the warm-ups. All right, let's get going on the workout. First thing we got is the bent over floor touches. So kind of like we're doing a hinge. Starting here in just a couple seconds. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. And remember, guys, it is 30-30 for 6 sets. If you want to dip out at 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, that's totally fine. But what we're going to be doing, we're going to be going to 6. See how long my lungs can make it. Perfect. So remember when you're hip hinging here, you want to make sure you're getting a nice, I don't want to say that you're only feeling your hamstrings, but you should feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings on the way back down. An eccentric stretch, and we're done. There we go. All right. It's pretty easy so far, right? Only one exercise in. I think I can do this. Only got a lot more to go, but that's okay. All right, the next one we're doing. So to be 100% honest, I'm going to have to remember these. Okay, perfect. So the bent arm raise, it's going to be from here and up, kind of like you're doing the lateral raise machine at the gym. Some machines, your body weight, so it's a lot better. Let's start here right about now. Let's lift the arms up. Like so, and we're just lifting up. You want to keep that arm bent. You don't want to bring them in like this. You want to keep them bent. More gravity resistance, right? Keep on going here. And remember, guys, even though it seems like we're backing off, we are increasing the overall volume of work that we are doing today. Good job. Good job, guys. We're done with that. But even though the time has increased and the sets are now at 30 seconds instead of, what were they, 40 or 70, depending on where we were in the 45-minute workout, we're still getting more volume by amount of numbers of reps that we're doing. As far as numbers of reps, I mean overall sets, right? So we're doing more sets of 30 seconds than we were last week, so more duration. Next one we're doing is the Y. No arm bent on this, so you're going to be coming down. Very similar to the D2s that we used to do. You're kind of coming across like so. Remember, just keep the body moving. That's the whole name of the game for this. It's making sure we keep the heart working and the body moving. Oof, excuse me. Didn't think my shoulders would be getting this good of a workout today, but I'm not complaining. Stopping right now. There we go. All right. All right, next one we got. Sorry, I had to think about which one the next one was. Next one we got, we're going to go apple picking. All right, so it sounds really real. Also, shout out Hudson Valley, the alma mater. I'm a Viking for life and a dragon, I think, Cortland, whatever it is. But we're going to start. We're going to reach and then reach. All right, so starting 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Reach up and reach. And reach. When you're up here, I really want you just to imagine that you're reaching for that apple, right? It's far away from you. You're reaching, you're fully extending. You're seeing how this is some good single leg stability. Remember, if you need to do this next to a wall, the wall is your friend. So always remember that. Reach. And reach. And a couple more here, guys. Stopping right now. There we go. Good job. And that one is a little less intensive. Remember, this is the first week of the hour workout, so excuse me. Excuse me. We're going to be taking the overall intensity of the movements. We took them down a little bit, so it's not as demanding on your cardiovascular system because this is the first week going into an hour workout. So just keep that in mind. Moving on here to the squats, starting right now. Oh, my chair. Whoa, how did I forget? Remember, grab the chair, sit down in it, and stand up. Sit, stand. And you want to try to stay, try to stay as tall as possible. Maybe that's not the best cue for this. Well, just try, sit down, and stand back up. If you ever have any problems with your squatting pattern. All right, and there we go. All right, so it took me about 3 sets to strip down to the shorts. I'm already sweating. It's been a while since I've done something like this. So, and by a while, I mean 5 days. So. All right, going to the push-ups now. We're going to do these from our knees, unless you guys want to do them from your legs fully extended, like so. We're going to start from the knees like this in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So come down, 1, 2, 3. Remember that eccentric is really important. 2, 3. You want to build that strength there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Keep on going. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more here. 2, 3. And we're done. There we go. Good job, guys. All right. There we go. Making sure my chat overlay is on. After taking a break, it's really crazy how only just a couple days of not doing a lot of cardio can affect your overall your cardiovascular capacity. It's very interesting. All right, now we're moving on to the kickback. So from here, we're going to bend over like so, and we're going to do kickbacks, kind of like we got some weights in our hand, like we're trying to get some big triceps, right? So from here, the elbows. So look, you see how I'm like a chicken right now? I'm not moving from here down. Pretend like you're a chicken. You're only moving from your elbow. All right, you're punching that hand through the ceiling like so, keeping the rest of your arm straight. And we're done. There we go. All righty. Next one we're moving on to is the inchworm. Sorry, text message from Mr. Carroll. Not the Mr. Carroll, but Jacob Carroll. Mr. Carroll would be his father. But sorry about that. So, forgot what I was saying, but that's okay. Moving on to the inchworm now. So we're going to start an abbreviated inchworm. So you're going to start like so. You're going to walk out as far as you can. Make sure you maintain. You see how my back's not arching like this? I want to maintain that strong core, controlled core, and then come back down. As far out as you feel comfortable, and then come back up. Remember, you can do the inchworms like so. You walk out and then walk back. But that's up to you. Good job, guys. Made it through the first set, I believe. Nice. Made it through the first set. Good job. Going back to the reaching to the ground, picking up that pillow. One of my key things for the hinging here is if you don't feel like you have the range of motion, I want you to put the pillow like this opposed to this. I'll show you why here, starting right now. So you're putting the pillow vertically like this. It allows you to have a little bit less range of motion from the hips. So if you don't have that range of motion, you can use that as almost like a reference point. It's like, okay, touch the ground, come back up. But if you have more range of motion, you can hold it horizontally and come down and use your own proprioception, so the feeling of your joints in space, as your reference point opposed to the pillow. Whatever works best for you guys, though, and we're done. Good job. These 30 by 30s go by really quick. I forget how little time I have to talk in between all of the sets, excuse me. Great job, though, guys. Keep on keeping on here. We got the bent arm raises next, like so. So we're starting 2, 1, and let's go. So just like so. Just raising the arms up, bringing them back down. Also, I got some cool stuff to talk to you guys about at the end of the stream. The end of the stream might get cut short a little bit. So, all right, so I'll say this now just so everyone hears me, so they're not surprised if this does happen. I stop it in 2, 1, and done. So I've got some really cool stuff to talk about sleep. We're going to talk about the Altradian Rhythm, which is a really cool, kind of like your Circadian Rhythm, but just a little bit different. Has to do with your brain waves and intensity of the brain waves throughout the course of 110 minutes every day, and how that kind of combine. I'm going too much into it now, but really cool stuff that we're going to talk about there. The only thing is that my landlord is he's sometimes late, but I started with those Y to the ceilings like this. But as I was saying, our windows are getting fixed today. My landlord said he's going to be here at 1 o'clock, and I asked if he could be here at 1:30, but he did not respond. So we might get popped in on by my landlord here around 1. The windows are right there, so I'm going to have to end the stream if that does happen. We'll get through the entire workout or just about the whole workout, and then I'll have to sign off. So we'll just be missing the tidbit in the quote today, which I promise. All right, and we're done with that. But I promise I'll get that tidbit in the quote out to you guys, whether it's in the form of a TikTok, social media, whatever it may be, I'll get it out to you. Because there's some really interesting stuff about the Altradian Rhythm, right? So, and our challenge of the week as well. I'm going to be putting that up on social media after this, even though it's kind of the middle of the week, but it's okay. We're still going to throw it out there. Don't worry. All right, moving back to, I forgot which one we're doing. I apologize. Very unprofessional. The reach and stand. There we go. All right, so reach up, and if you want, you can go for height. So say you can't touch your ceiling like I can, so I'm going for distance or width, so how far laterally I can get, right? And if you want, you can go for height too. So I can touch my ceiling, so it doesn't really work that well, but if you can't, keep reaching for that ceiling. Stop it in 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. And that is a really good lower body, single leg stability exercise. Also, not just lower body, total body stability exercise. It allows you to really maintain that center of mass while your distal, aka your limbs are moving away from your body. So really good one there, guys. Shout out to Jacob Carroll for that. Next one, moving on to the squats. Back to El Squato, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Oh, don't tell me that's my boy. Is that my boy Fourth? If not, I'm still glad that you're here if you're not Fourth, but I can't see because I'm so blind. So give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Remember, just keep on touching the butt to the ground and coming up. Not to the ground. Wow, that'd be impressive. Touching your butt to the chair and coming up, just like so. And we are done. There we go. Yeah. It did? That's weird. I don't know why I did that. So for you, Fourth, first off, I'm happy to be here, man. I'm glad to see you. I missed you, man. I haven't seen you in a very long time. I know you're over across the pond and our time schedules never match up, but all right, moving back to those push-ups now. So, buddy, the schedule that we are now doing, regardless if Twitch has it up, I don't know why Twitch didn't have it up today. We are doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7:30 in the morning. So, oh God, you're really testing my math. Is that 12:30 your time? I think. I'm not. Maybe 1:30 p.m. I honestly have no idea. All right, but regardless, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern time, and then Tuesday and Thursday we are at 12 p.m. Eastern time, which I believe is 6 p.m. your time. Yay? I don't know. I think I could be wrong, but I really don't know. But yeah, man, I'm glad to see you here. I'm happy I'm here too. I'm just getting over bronchitis right now, actually. All right, now the tricep kickbacks like so. But yeah, I'm just getting over bronchitis right now, actually. I've been out of commission since Saturday, so it's really nice to be able to, 1, see some of you guys and interact with you, and 2, be able to actually do some workouts. It's been killing me. All I've been doing, I'm following a specific kettlebell routine right now. All I've been doing is like 5 kettlebell swings, like 20 times a day. All right, and we are done with that. Good job, guys. But I've been doing kettlebell swings at a consistent rate or consistent weight, 5 reps, like 10 to 20 times a day, because I can't really do much cardio, so I can only do short burst, short explosive bursts. So that's what I've been doing. So my heart's really not ready for this workout today, but we're gonna do it anyway because I miss you guys. I miss working out. Next one, moving on to the inchworm. So remember, you can do it from the chair. I'm gonna do it standing from here. So we're gonna walk ourselves out like so, and walk ourselves back up, and then walk ourselves out, walk the feet up. Maybe this is just me, but this is what I consider to be a full inchworm, is when you do both. You do walk out with the arms, then you walk them back, walk out with the arms, then walk the legs back. That is what we should be considering a full rep. But it's okay if you can't do that. It's totally fine. And there's that little bronchitis I was talking about. See, this is good for me though. Like Jake and I both were actually talking about this, how this is probably the better thing that I need right now is just a little bit of light cardio, because I haven't really done jack shit in the past 5 days. So back to the top. Let's grab our pillow, do the old hinging pattern. Remember, when you're hinging, it should be coming from your hips, not your lower back, right? So pushing the butt back, a really good way to do this is like so, hands from the hips, push the hands from the hips to the knees. You should be aligned in a nice lower back, hip hinge position. Now all you gotta do is pick up that pillow, bring it to the ground, and bring it back up. Like so. And we're done. There we go. You guys see that? No, you can't see it. I landed it perfectly. But nice. I was just gonna say. Just gonna ask how you were doing, fourth. Nice. Nice. So I'm glad that you have enough hindsight. First off, I'm glad you're back, man. That happens to all of us, where we fall off a little bit. Don't feel bad about it. Even I do it. Not just talking about being sick. There's some times where I don't work out for days on end. You sometimes just lose motivation. That's totally okay. First thing is congratulate yourself and internalize the fact that you're back. That's important, right? And also that we are happy to have you back. So I'm glad you're here, man. Second thing, I'm glad you're watching the recordings and catching up, because that is definitely important. All right, and we're done with those. Remember, after this, we're moving back to the whys, like so. But that's really important to make sure that you're keeping up with the adaptations that your heart is getting from these programs, because we have it scheduled so that every 4 weeks we go up. And I know I've talked about this a lot, but this is all periodized so that we're constantly getting an adaptation from your heart. So good job sticking through with those other workouts. But this is not a bad time to join on to these new workouts, because we just started. Oh, speaking of started, let's get going on these. We just started the week of an hour-long workout. So this is a great place for you to join in on. If you can only make it through 3 sets, then you can only make it through 3 sets. If you can make it through 4, awesome. 5, awesome. 6, let's effing go, baby. But if you can't, you can hop out at any time. So this is a really good time for you to join back with us live and still get the full benefits of the workout. And if you can't make it through all the sets, that's okay, right? You can come back the next time. That's totally fine. And if you are going to do that, which you are right now, which I'm glad you're here, just make sure you keep track of how many sets you make it through. So say you make it through 4 3 times in the first week, right? That's awesome. Next week, when we go up, see how many you can make it through then, right? So the whole point of me saying this is that we're here for you. We got a bunch of different ways that we can help you out, and we're just glad that you're here, man. That's what makes me really happy, to be honest. So let's get back to this. Let's reach for that apple now. And honestly, this week, because it's the first week, I think I already said this, the intensity is much lower than it was last week, even though the duration of 30 by 30 is the same, even though the volume is not, because we have 3 more sets now. But the intensity is very similar. So you really did pick a good week to come back, my friend. I'm happy to have you, seriously. All right, a couple more seconds here. Just reach for that apple. Good, good, good. And we're done. There we go. What else did you say? Yeah, and remember, man, if you got any questions for me, you need any advice, any pointers for anything, just let me know. I eat, sleep, and breathe this stuff, so I really love helping out you or anyone else that needs or wants help from us. So reach out to me if you want to, man. You can reach out to my individual Instagram at Fox's Fitness 518, so go check that out. All right, back to these squats, and I'm not just trying to promote wasn't close enough to the chair on that one, but I'm not trying to promote my own services. I'm trying to just let you know that if you want to reach out to me and talk to me about anything specifically, I'm always there, or you can just reach out to CCHS, and one of the three of us will respond to you, my friend. Also, how's we're done with that. Squats are done. Moving on to the push-ups next. How's the old UK? How's that? UK. Almost said EU. How's the UK doing with the new variant? I saw Germany shutting down completely for anyone that's unvaccinated. So I'm just curious. How's it going over the pond? All right, back to the push-ups now. We are on the third set, remember? So good job, everybody. We are making it through. Let's go down 1, 2, 3, and back up. Get all that hair out of the way. 1, 2, 3, and back up. 1, 2, 3, and back up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And last one here. 1, 2, 3. You know, it's funny. Sometimes I forget that you guys are also working out with me, and you can't just voice to text what your responses are to me. So I sometimes wonder why it takes so long. And I'm like, oh wait, there's a time delay, and they have to sit down in between the 30 seconds and type it out. So sorry if I keep on bombarding you with questions before you can answer. I kind of forget that sometimes. All right, back to those tricep kickouts. Bent over position. Let's get them triceps swole, baby. And if you want to grab a book or something, or even like 2 water bottles, or hey, even a jar of peanuts, because I see a jar of peanuts in front of me. This is a great way to add a little resistance, but you do not need to if you do not want to. Remember that. Oh God. Yeah. All right, almost done. 2, 1, and done. Sorry, that was disgusting. All this activity is getting all this phlegm coming out of me. And this bronchitis is like, I want to get out of your body. And I'm like, yeah, I want you to get out of my body too, man. It's been way too long. 5 days is too many. Well, technically 6. My onset of symptoms was Friday, so. But I'm good. I'm alive. My heart's still working. My lungs are still working, so there's nothing to complain about, right? All right. Back to the inchworm. So I'm going to show you what I was talking about last time. You're going to come out with the hands like so. Then you're going to push the hands back up. You're going to walk the hands out again. Walk the legs up. Remember, if you can't do this, it's okay. Let's do it on an elevated surface, right? I don't want you guys to feel discouraged or anything. And then you walk the hands back, and that's 1. Okay? And I personally just love the way that it feels when I'm out here. Long bridge, that long position, so to speak. Speaking of bridges, I forgot that we have more than one option. Can't get a breath right now. We have more than one option for our hinging hip hinge. Also, hold up. Whoosh. Good job. Made it through 3 sets. Good job, guys. Gotta give you a high five for that. Come on now, you know that. We can do the hip hinge like so, or we can do the bridge like so. Whichever one feels better for you guys. Maybe you like the ground assisted feedback you get from the bridge, or maybe you like the feeling of the hinging in the hips when you're standing. Whichever one feels better, you guys are the judge of that. Good job. Am I on schedule? Nice. But remember, gains and adaptations do not happen overnight, guys. And I know it can be frustrating sometimes, especially when it comes to weight loss and or muscle growth, or anything with physique, trying to change the way your body composition. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So just remember that, guys. can be really discouraging sometimes. Not being content with how you feel, how you look, but I promise the grass is greener on the consistent side, right? On the consistency side, I should say. Stick with it. Even if you're not doing this workout every day, go for a walk. Go for a 30-minute walk, 40-minute walk, or even like a 10, 20-minute walk. Get your heart rate up. Get your body moving. Your body wants to move, and as soon as it stops moving, it gets comfortable, and we're done. We're done with that one at least. As soon as your body stops moving, as soon as your body stops moving, it gets complacent with that, sedentary feeling. So you want to constantly just be moving, right? Even if you're just waking up, going for that walk I was talking about, or just doing some body weight like stretches and movements before you go to work. Just try to stay active as much as you can so your body does not get complacent. All right, back to the Ys. So from here, bringing the arms up like so. Remember, you don't got to think about any muscles working. Just think about bringing up your shoulders into a Y like so. And as you see, I'm not extending that lower back like this. I'm just bringing the arms up like so. Keep on going. Only one more second, and we're done. Good. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Back to reaching for that apple. I know it's a weird way that we kind of put this spin on how you think about the movement here, but it's very important to us that we use a lot of imagery, analogies, metaphors, things that don't require you to put conscious attention onto a specific muscle and or group of muscles in a movement. So I think we've kind of talked about this before, but it's just better for the overall, don't fall, better for the overall organization and coordination of your movements. So keep on, let's reach up, reach, 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 and we are done. Perfect. There we go, guys. Good job. Whew. Even this is making me sweat a little bit. Good job. Moving back to the squats after this. So I was telling the boys, my Seth and Jake, about this is the second or third time in my life that I've came across the Soviet or the Russian, whatever you want to call it, weightlifting programs. And I know this is not the aim. I start with squats. I know it's not the aim of our programs to, gain muscle and overt amounts of strength. Obviously, we're doing that with this bodyweight program, but not the overt amounts of strength thing. But it's so interesting how, even though they were roided up, the styles of training and lifting that they created are still hold true to today. Like cycling. All right, we're done. Cycling and step loading. A lot of these philosophies that American lifters and Russian lifters alike still use today with great levels of efficacy. So stuff's really interesting, but I'm going to stop nerding out about that because it's not really important to our program, unless you want to know. Yeah, me too, man. I see what you mean by. All right, I'm gonna actually respond to that. We're starting the push-ups now. Yeah, I know what you mean by missing the interactions. To be 100% honest with you, this is why I love doing this so much. Because as you can probably tell, I love talking, and I'm a very personal, social dude, and I love to be able to help people if they have any questions on stuff. So this is really my favorite part, is the interaction. So I'm really glad you're back, man. And I know it can be a little tricky with the timing and whatnot, but as long as you're here, that's all I care about, man. And we're done with those. It's actually helped me clear up a little bit more, honestly. And good. I'm glad things are good over there at the moment right now. I've heard that, and I'm not a doctor. I give out advice, but not medical advice. I just give out my own professional advice. Jeez, bent over tricep kickbacks now. But I have heard that this strand is less deadly, but much more infectious, so much higher rate of infection. So I guess that's a good thing that less people are being hospitalized from this, and less people are having severe symptoms. But still sucks that there's another variant. I just don't think that doing a full scale shutdown is necessarily the way to go. But hey, what do I know? I'm a personal trainer, not a politician. So, and there we go, or a doctor for that matter. We're done with that one. Good job, guys. But yeah, it's a really interesting time we're living in right now with the COVID and stock market. As soon as there's any case in the U.S., the stock market decides to tank. Jacob Carroll and I are on the stock market heavy over here, so trying to be at least. Jake's definitely making more money than I am right now, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, back to the inchworm. Let's get going here. Or you can do this from the chair if you would like. I'm gonna do it like so, just because these are my favorites. But just one last thing on the Russians. If you guys have any questions, if you have your own weightlifting program outside of this, and you feel like you're hitting a plateau, or and we're done with that, but you feel like you're hitting a plateau, or you just don't really feel like you're going anywhere, so I guess a plateau. Let me know. Reach out to me. I'd love to share some information that I have about different ways to organize your loading, your volume, and your intensity schemes. Really interesting stuff. I'm a nerd, but maybe you're not. It's okay. Either way, if you want to hear it, I'm here for you. All right, back to the hinges. Das hinges. Remember, from here, you don't even need the pillow, to be honest, but pillow is a good placeholder. Remember, hinging from the hips, not from the back. Just like so. And we are done. Do it again. Ooh, 2 times in a row. I flipped it and landed perfectly. But you guys can't see that, so I'm just kind of nerding out to myself. That's okay. Cat hair all over the shirt. And we're again today. Making some content for you today. I've been gone from social media for way too long, it seems like. I'm going to have some more content up for you today. Some fast facts for you, so get ready for those. I'm really looking forward to it. Round number 5, let's go. Even though we're already on round number 5, but hey, hold up. I didn't forget. Good job, guys. We actually, I can't really complain about being sick because the time that I had while I was sick, I used very well. It's the first time I've been able to actually sit down on a day and not have anything to do. So that really opened up my creative side of my head to be able to kind of explore into, what other things, and we are done. What things for social media will work, good ideas for social media, good ideas for the business, good ideas for you guys to give you back a little bit more. So I came up with a lot of really good content. I'm really hoping you guys enjoy it. A lot of them are fast facts, little things that I've picked up along the way in my schooling and just, learning in general. Some things about exercise intensity as far as what it does to your brain. Get some really cool stuff on sleep that we'll talk about, nutrition. All right, we're back to the whys. It was a good thing for me because it allowed me to kind of just reset a little bit and refocus repurpose my focus. And does that make sense to you guys? Kind of just redefine really what is important to me and what I need to focus my time on. So we're gonna have a lot of good content coming to you. I promise you that. Aside from that, can't really think of anything else. And we are done with that one. Good job, guys. Now, if I am correct, all right, never mind. I'm not correct. I was gonna say if I'm correct. This is the 4th set or the 5th set, dude. I can't. I think this is the 5th set. Yeah, this is where I get a little confused because the timings, it's a lot of sets, and my squirrel ADHD brain doesn't always remember, so I apologize. We are starting with the apple reaches right now. And one thing I've been doing a little bit, if you want to almost add a little bit of rotation to it, that's totally fine too. So it makes it more realistic because you're going to really reach like this. Yeah, if you're constricted right here, but any other time you're going to rotate a little bit and then reach for it, right? Rotate and reach like so. It's a really good, I already said that, I'm not going to say it again. All right, good job, guys. There we go. I just messed that up. I am going bananas today. No, I didn't mess it up. Okay, never mind. I'm good. Perfect. I love it when I do that. When I think I made a mistake and I didn't. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, the best feeling in the world. All right. Back to the squats. There we go. There was something. All right, so remember, just touch the butt down and come back up. Whoopsies. And up. Oh, yes. I remember the thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So, you guys like food? You guys like cooking? All right, maybe not the second part. Not everyone likes cooking. But I know you guys like food, right? So, we figured that one of the best ways to help you guys make a little healthier choices, and we're done with those, and to promote local businesses that want to collab with us is we're going to start doing a weekend cooking stream. So what that's going to look like, myself with Northway Catering, a really good friends of mine up north in Saratoga, New York. We're going to start doing either once or twice monthly cooking stream where we'll set everything up. We'll have all the ingredients for you. We'll give you a list. I'm going to the push-ups now as I talk. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come down 1, 2, 3, go to my knees and press. All right. But maybe I should wait to tell you about this when I'm not trying to do push-ups because I don't know if my lungs are really going to cooperate with me right now. Keep on going here. Only 10 more seconds. Last one. And we're done. But yeah, so about the cooking stream. Northway Catering, shout out to them. Really good friends of mine since I was a little kid, 14 years old, been working for this kid in restaurant, or this kid, yeah. Been working for this guy named Brian. You guys will meet him, and Ross, two great dudes. We're gonna do a collab where every probably either Sunday or Monday, we're going to do a cooking stream, which will have bent over, or it won't have bent over arm extensions, but now we're doing the bent over arm extensions. We will send out a list of things that you'll need for the dish that we're gonna make the next day, right? So you guys are prepped for it, and then all you have to do is sign on, follow our lead, and you'll get a nice, healthy, and delicious meal, and some new ideas for meals too, right? So we're gonna try to make these healthy as possible, and make sure that they're not too hard for all of you to make. So I'm really looking forward to this. We're looking to start doing this on the 20th or the 21st of December. If that doesn't end up working out, we're going to push it back by to January. So we'll start fresh with the new year. If that's something you guys are interested in, let us know. Let your friends know too. We'll be promoting it up here in the next couple weeks. I just got to talk to the main men at Rocco's or at Northway just a little bit more. All right, now let's go back to the inchworm. So from here and down like so, and back up. Then down, bring the feet up. But about the cooking thing, we kind of just figured it was the most logical step because definitely myself, I love making cooking videos. All right, we're done. As you guys probably noticed by now on our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, all that, or TikTok, all that good stuff. I love cooking, so I think this is a great combination, a great way to get our name out and a great way to get Northway's name out and to get you guys some good healthy meals. So who knows? We might split off, end up doing one stream with Brian, one stream with Ross, All right, starting with, this is the last round. Good job. Give me a high five. Last round. So what's that mean? It means it's the last round. We're almost done. So hinging from the hips, like so, remember? But we might, because Brian and Ross both own the business. And they both have different availabilities. Brian also is a part owner in another business, the Roccos. I kind of slipped up and said on accident. All right, we're done. 3 times? Nope, couldn't do it 3 times. But he owns another business, so Ross's availability and his are really not the same. So there might be a time where we do, a Saturday cooking show with Brian, and then we also do a Monday cooking show with Ross. So there may be that possibility as well. I will keep you updated once I know, and we'll collab and promote with them as a joint effort. So, all right, back to those arm raises like so. But just let me know what you guys would think about that, because I'm really looking forward to doing this. I love these 2 dudes like they're my dads, even though one of them's only like barely pushing 40, but that's okay. He could be my dad, I guess, right? He had me at 17. But, and there's that bronchitis. Let me know if that's something you guys would find interesting. And, we're done there. If you would please, once we do start promoting this, just share it for us. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram if you're not already, which I'm sure you are. But those are just kind of little reminders to you guys. Other cool things. Something I need to get better at is just addressing everything on stream, what we're doing as a business. Also, if you guys would please go on our Facebook page and share the post about our crowdfunding initiative that we have. All right, now we're doing the whys here. Well, we're trying to raise money to build an app. We are currently a little short on funds, and we have self-funded everything to this point. So this isn't just a free handout. We're not taking any of this money to put in our pockets. We are using it to create an app so that we can connect our trainers to clients in need in specific areas at a much faster rate. So the turnaround time will be way better than it currently is. So please go help us out with that. Even if you don't want to donate, just please go share. We really appreciate it, and it means a lot to us. So thank you, everybody, for that. We really appreciate it. I have to keep sniffling in my nose. This is, yeah. The one thing I really don't like about and this is just my own opinion. You can tune me out if you want. All right, now let's go reach for the apples. The one thing I really don't like about the COVID pandemic, obviously, aside from like the fact that it has killed a lot of people and it is still endangering a lot of people as well, is that now, myself included, if I have a cough or sniffles for too long, I get a little worried that I think I might have COVID. And now so it's almost like there's no such thing as the flu or, all right, we're done with that, or bronchitis anymore. You automatically go to, oh my God, I have COVID. And my father's immunocompromised, so I find myself constantly wondering if I have COVID or not. And I almost feel like I'm living a fear fallacy where I'm constantly just making myself afraid of something I don't need to be. So I wonder, do you guys also, is it the same thing? You guys have that same feeling? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But if not, that's okay. And if it is, that's also okay. Go back to the squats now. I know, at least in this country, COVID is a very politically divisive conversation for reasons that I don't really want to get into because I'm not a politician, like I said. But I'm curious as to how it is over in the UK as well. Remember, you don't have to answer. I'm just curious. I'm kind of just almost like filibustering at this point because I love talking and I have a million things I could say. All right, now we're done. So I'm just curious if it's like similar over there at all, or in other parts of the world, right? Not just the UK, but it's also like that in other parts. Maybe even in the Western Hem, maybe farther down Latin American countries. Or how you doing up in Canada, eh? I'm just kidding. I know that they have similar issues than we do when it comes to the divisiveness. But That's okay. We're gonna work out, not talk about COVID. So from here, remember coming down for 1, 2, 3. Go to your knees and pressing. Coming down 1, 2, 3. Knees and pressing. 1, 2, 3. Knees and pressing. 2, 3, and pressing. Just a couple more. Last one here. Come on, power through. And we're done. Perfect. And we still didn't miss an exercise today. I'm so proud of us. We deserve cookies. No, I'm just kidding. No, we don't. All right, sorry. It's those and the inchworms. They give me the most out of breath. What am I doing now? Yep. That's the first time I've actually been lost doing this stream. I just looked around, didn't know what the hell I was doing for a second. So I'm glad you guys get to experience that with me. Extend those arms back, just like so. Keep on going here. And done. It's snowing. Oh, even better, it's raining. Isn't that awesome, Pip? My cat, Pip. Can't see her. She's hiding, lurking in the corner over there. Surprised she hasn't came and said hi yet. She loves to do that. So I am honestly kind of expecting that at some point here for her to just scurry along across, even though we don't have that much time left, Pip. All right. I've only clapped 2 or 3 times today. That's okay. Let's go back to the inchworms. Remember, walk it out. Walk it back. Walk it out. Walk the feet up. All the way as far as you can, and walk them back out. And then walk the hands back. All right. And back up. And we are done. Perfect. Good job, guys. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. I just wanted to do a handstand for some reason. All right. That's it. Good job. Let's cool down together now. We are going to do very similar cool downs we did the warm-up, because there is some really good benefits just from that range of the range of motions that we are putting you through. So first thing, let's start up top. Let's do some nice and slow arm circles. You can even do little guys like this, but just stretch those arms out. I shouldn't even say stretch, but just move the arms, right? Now let's go single arm, like so. You're gonna reach, open up like this, and come back. All right, so reach, open up, and come back. Now we're gonna switch sides. Reach, open up, and come back. Good. Reach, open up, and come back. One more. Open up, and then come back. Good, 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 good. Now we're going to do some of these old school ones. I missed these. Just a little bit of giving yourself a nice pat on the back. Keep on patting yourself. Good job. All right. And then from here, we're going to go down to the legs now. So what we're going to do, we're going to go up and back. So we're going to bring the hip up, bring it back, up, bring it back, just like so. We're going to do about 8 of them, and then we're going to switch sides. This is helping with the hip a little bit. We just did a lot of lateral motion. Now we're going to do a little linear motion. Good. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to shake the legs out a little bit. Just shake them. Grab onto the wall. Pretend like you stepped in that puddle, right? I know you've heard this a million times, Fourth. But, and then we just do a couple of these bad boys right here. Curl yourself. curl your heels. Curl your heels, yeah, your knees to your butt. That's what I meant to say. All right. Last thing we got before I get to the tidbit and all that good stuff is deep breathing. So in the nose, out of the mouth, follow with me. You don't have to exhale hard or inhale hard. Keep a constant pace the entire time. 3 seconds in, 6 seconds out. Ready? Let's go.
Activity completed.
Thank you, Siri. I appreciate you. All right, so that's the workout. Nice, my landlord's not here yet, so let's see how much time I have to tell you guys about all this cool stuff of the Altradian Rhythm. You guys ready? All right, so first off, it's the week of sleep as our pillar. My throat's killing me because I've been coughing so much. But remember, sleep is like the foundation of all of the rest of our health and wellness, right? We need to have good sleep first to be able to improve upon the other pillars of health, right? So if you're not getting good sleep, you probably aren't getting good nutritional intake or exercise, so fitness. Your mindset is also going to be off a little bit. Your attention, focus, emotional regulation, all those things, as well as finances because you're emotional, right? And then also your ability to and also your ability to, sorry, I was just reading that. Your ability to interact with people is going to be diminished as well because your attentiveness and your reaction times can be a little bit delayed. So you're going to be pausing like I just kind of did when I was reading that. And yeah, they really do make me anxious, man. And it sucks, but yeah, it sucks, but it's just something we have to deal with. And thank you. I appreciate the pat on the back. There's a couple times where I was out of breath where I'm like, because if you can hear, now I'm exaggerating this because I'm forcefully exhaling, but I still got a little bit of bronchitis. So I appreciate the shout out. I'm glad you noticed that this was not that easy for me, but we made it through, both of us together. So good job for it. Give me a high five, man. All right, moving on. So the quote of the week: tired minds don't plan well. Sleep first, plan later, right? So without explaining, like I just kind of did explain this a little bit, actually, your sleep is the foundation. So you got to make sure that any other things that you have important going on, so say you have a big decision to make sure that you first get some sleep on it. Whether it's a nap or whether it's a full 7-hour slumber, just make sure you get some sleep on it, because your decision making, your critical thinking are going to be drastically improved if you go sleep on it before you make that decision. You might make a bad decision. Who knows? So just make sure you're prioritizing your sleep. I know it's hard sometimes, but even getting like a 30-minute nap in, if you can, 90 minutes is definitely the best. But if you can't, just try to get a quick 30-minute nap in so you can kind of re-energize yourself, right? All right. So the challenge of the week, I'm going to put this up on TikTok right after this, is we want you to track how many hours you slept, right? Try to get between 7 and 9, but obviously that's not totally realistic. So see if you can do it and then record it for a whole week. And then ask yourself at the end of the week, did you notice a difference when you got more sleep or less sleep? Did you feel more cognitively engaged in things, right? Did you feel as if you were really focused and you're making better decisions and your exercise routines were going better, right? You have a lot better capacity when you get more than 7 hours of sleep. It's actually shown that your capacity decreases by about 30 to 40% aerobically and anaerobically when you don't get a full 7 hours of sleep. If you get under 6 hours of sleep, you actually will diminish your performance by about 30%. So that's running, walking, anything, right? So say that if you hit a PR, or say you're doing like a Metcon or something, which basically just means metabolic conditioning, where you're doing a lot of exercises in a short period of time, or a lot of exercises over a longer period of time, vice versa. And you got, let's say, 8 minutes for whatever it was, and that's on 7 hours of sleep. You try to do that again in a couple weeks, only off 6, you're gonna get a worse score. So keep that in mind. That's not what I'm gonna be talking about today, but that's just a little rant that I decided to go on. What I'm gonna be talking about today is it's called your Altradian Rhythm, also known as the basic rest active cycle. Okay, so these two things are kind of known. I'm talking off my head right now, so just bear with me if I'm a little I don't know, all over the place, I should say. So your Altradian Rhythm first is made up of. So think about your circadian rhythm, right? You have a 24-hour time clock, right, where your cells, not just your brain, but also the cells, the physiology of your cells are on this time clock. So say if you start eating at, say you're used to going to bed at around 11 o'clock, right? And you're used to waking up at around 7. Your cells are programmed, if you've programmed them over a course of over a certain amount of time, right? Like I think it's 7 to 21 days. I can't remember what it is, but whatever it is. If you've been conditioning yourself to wake up at that time, go to bed at that time, your cells are used to that. So your rhythm, your circadian rhythm, will be in that time frame of, okay, I wake up at 7, I go to bed at 11, right? Altradian rhythm is when inside of that 24-hour time clock, you have little windows of and about an hour and 10-minute windows in which, when you're sleeping, so both when you're sleeping and you're awake, when you're sleeping for about 90, so sorry, I need to back up a little bit. The 110-minute windows are broken down into 90 and 20. When you're awake, it can be looked at as 90 minutes of higher brain activity, so more higher productivity, right? Or as well as 20 minutes of more moderate to lower brain activity, right? And this has been shown with ECG, no, not ECGs. Oh my God, EMGs. I'm blanking on what it is. Electromyography. Yeah, so EMG. No. Whatever the one that's on your brain is. I'm sorry, I can't think of it right now. It's going to come to me in a little bit. But it's actually been shown that the brain waves are much higher for those 90 minutes and then kind of dip back off for those 20 minutes and then ramp back up. So it kind of looks like inverted U, right? So you're starting at the bottom, you have 90 minutes of higher brain activity with much more production, then you start to taper off. And then right at the end of that 90 minutes, you're going to go into a 20-minute more of like a lower brainwave activity with more relaxation, and go back up, and so on and so forth for the whole day. Interestingly enough, you also have this in your sleep where you go into very deep deep cycles of sleep for about 90 minutes, and then you have a period of more of what is considered REM sleep, or the rapid eye movement, where you're a little more active, your brain's a little more active in certain areas, for 20 minutes. So why am I telling you all this stuff besides the fact that it's pretty cool that your body runs in the 110-minute windows all day, right? When you're asleep or you're awake. I'm telling you this because there's been really good research that's shown that you are more productive in your workday if you try to block things out into 90 minutes and 20 minutes. So 90 minutes of productive work where you're only focusing on that one thing, and then 20 minutes of more relaxing, going to the bathroom, eating food, checking emails, things that aren't very cognitively demanding. So what I'm trying to say here is that if you can, with your work schedule, try to work your way into this, right? So you're not going to be able to, or I know I'm not, maybe you are, you can try it out. You might not be able to just go right into 90 minutes of straight concentration, nothing else, right? Because there's not a perfect, this is when the 90 minutes starts, this is when it ends, right? You have to get yourself into that higher attentive, focused, concentrative state of mind so that you can start that 90 minutes. So it's not as perfect as, 90 minutes started, 90 minutes ended, now I'm done, right? So you need to work your way into it and adapt some of those skill sets that when it comes to being able to focus and get yourself into that mindset, right? Great way to do this, start with 30 minutes or 25 minutes of focus and 5 minutes of rest. Start with that pattern and repeat that for about 110 minutes, right? So it'd be 75 minutes to 15 minutes, which doesn't really get you to 110, but you see what I'm saying here. You can get up to 100 minutes and then 20 minutes of rest. So you're pretty close, but if you guys are following what I'm saying there, you do 25 4 times and then four 5-minute rest periods, right? I recommend doing this because you are not meant to work 8 hours straight. It's not how your body works. It's not how your brain works. It's not how anything in your body works, okay? So go ahead and try this. If you guys want to look up some more research on it, it's really interesting. It's called the Altradian Rhythm. So I'm going to spell it out for you guys because I admittedly couldn't spell it. Ultradian rhythm. Okay. So it's really, really interesting talking about the wavelengths and the peak wavelengths of, I need to figure this out. Brain wave device. ECG, EMG, EG, EEG, EEG, EEG? EEG, there we go. Okay, I was close. I was just mixing up myography, which is the muscle, the thing you put in your muscle to tell the activity of the muscle. I was mixing that up with the EEG. So my apologies. But really interesting research. Go check that out and try to implement it into your workday. Because remember, this is all fun and well and whatnot, that we can tell you about all these cool different things. But if you can't really use them, there's not a lot of point in us telling you, right? So the actionable tips, I say, start with 25 minutes, 5 minutes of rest, and then work your way up to 90 to 20 because you are much more productive in that time frame. And that's just scientifically proven. There's no debate about that. So that's all that I got for you guys for today. Thank you for joining in. Fourth, I have missed the hell out of you, man. Please keep on coming back. Seth Spicer will be here tomorrow at 7:30 in the morning, bright and early to get your day started and your weekend started. I will be here on Monday. No, I won't actually. I'm going to a Buffalo Bills Patriots game in Buffalo on Monday, so I won't be here on Monday. I will be here on Wednesday at 7:30. Yeah, I'll be here Wednesday 7:30. So that's the plan. Until then, fourth, if you have any questions, anyone else has any questions, reach out to us at Connected Community Health Support on any of our social medias and on our website at Connected CHS. Where are you? Right there. Go check that out. But that's all I got for you guys for today. Again, thank you for joining, and go share those posts for the donations and the once we come out with the cooking streams, make sure you share that as well. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you very much. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Stay happy and stay healthy as always. Fourth, love you, brother.